What's going on? It's your boy OGT Tommy back with another video, but this video will be different from the story times because this is a reaction video. My boy, mi niño, he he just he just want to talk. Ben, move. He just want to talk. Looking like Michael Jackson. Looking like this my boy. Looking at himself. All right, my boy. I ain't got the nah. Yo, go over there. Sit it down. You can be in the corner. Funny man. This is a video on a Joe Rogan podcast. He was talking to a veteran. It's a video on PTSD and whatnot, and trying to go to the VA and just talking to him about what was going on with you overseas and whatnot. But in this video, we just gonna get to the video so we got get away from it.
But I would say there's a big discrepancy of understanding of combat, period, and what the top 1% see. You know, even the Vietnam experience, let's call it 68 to 75, 1975. MACV-SAW guys were doing cross-border ops in Laos, Cambodia with the CIA. And they were doing profound, insane missions. Some of these operations, like John Stryker Meyer has been on Jocko's podcast, these guys went out and their entire teams were wiped off the planet. Missing in action, killed in action. Nobody saw them ever again. These guys' experiences in going to the Veteran Affairs system and then talking to somebody who's interviewing a cook in the 82nd Airborne Division, two very different stories there. But who are they going to believe? And then what's the difference? I don't know if there is a difference. If you're an 82nd cook and you're on Route Irish on a 50 cal and you get blown up, it's just as relevant as if you have multiple combat tours and you got blown up. You still need treatment. You need care, comprehensive care, but we're not getting that.
And so the fear is that you could get labeled because of your experiences. You could get labeled as being, would they say, impaired or incompetent, and they could take away your right to carry a firearm?
Yeah, because the red flags law, or the proposal for the red flags law, is anybody who is deemed mentally unfit to carry a firearm or to buy a firearm.
And that's subjective?
Very subjective. So, and here's the thing, like, if you're looking at a packet, and the packet that comes forward, it says Green Beret, sniper, and he's killed a lot of people and he has post-traumatic stress, who's more dangerous to society? That guy or a guy who's got anxiety or depression?
Right.
It's going to be the Green Beret killer.
Yeah.
I applied for a job when I got out of the military to do kind of like the Department of Energy, working the power plants and security. It was like a security manager position. I had a degree in Army. I got my degree, my bachelor's degree, at the American Military University, and got a Homeland Security degree, which was this was a prerequisite for this job. And when I applied for that job, I submitted my resume, not knowing better, and outlining what I did. And it said I was a sniper and all this stuff. And I thought it was like cool guy stuff, that like people would respect that in the civilian world.
Right.
I didn't get that job. And I had nearly 20 years of experience in crisis, counterterrorism, and risk mitigation, all these things at a very high level. I had a bachelor's degree, and I was overqualified for the position, and I didn't get it. One of my buddies who was sitting on the board for that job said they thought it was high liability that I was a sniper and applying for that job because he kills people, and that's a bad thing. And so when I think about these red flag laws, and if this, depending on who it is, call it whatever, X administration, everybody who's labeled, you have PTSD, you're screwed. You're not going to be able to have a gun. You're not even going to be able to buy a gun. And that's a problem.
Wow. So if you're hiring someone to do security, so you're hiring someone to protect you from potential armed threats, wouldn't you want someone who has experience with potential armed threats? Wouldn't you want someone who's experienced gunfights?
Yeah, and I think the overall problem is, like, when they ask me if I had post traumatic stress, they're like, based on our evaluation of you and what you're saying, you have PTSD. And I said I didn't agree. And so I got it to where they said, okay, you have TBI and the symptoms are associated with PTSD. I guess I can give you a thumbs up with that. I guess that's what I'll take.
So how do they define PTSD? Because there's got to be many layers or many levels of that, right? So if you're saying it's post-traumatic stress disorder, like what makes it a disorder? Like obviously you've experienced stress.
When he was saying that they kind of tell you what kind of PTSD you have, or that you don't think you might have PTSD. I actually didn't think I had PTSD when I came back home from Afghanistan, because I just it was it was everything I ever wanted, to be honest. I wished for going overseas and serving and fighting. I wanted to be an infantry soldier, but my mom didn't like that idea, so I just went to the so I just became a 13 Juliet, and then I still thought I was gonna be able to kick in doors and this and that. And 13 Juliet is a fire control specialist. We build missions on the laptops and the launchers. The launchers shoot off rockets. We blow people up, and it's the best thing ever. And I'll have some other brothers on here later to talk about it too. But going overseas, regardless, like if I my first 2 days in country, I almost died. I almost got blown up by rockets, and it was the funniest thing in the world to me because I just really didn't. I just I was just happy to see the rockets and stuff. I was just I don't know what it was. Just when you first get to Afghan, I'll just tell you the story real quick. When you first get to Afghan or any like in country place where there's a lot of where it's like a war zone, like they call it in theater or whatever. When it's a war zone, they show you a video, and the video is saying that when you hear IDF go off and you hear sirens go off and incoming, grab all your battle gear, put it on, and go run to a bunker. Now, we just coming in the country, me and my crew, so we can go to our base that we're going to. I'm not gonna tell you our base. I can't. I think I might spill the beans one day though. Um, no, for real. We meet up with our people that's already there, that's waiting for us, and we trying to get all our beds and stuff into our shitty ass barrack rooms. Cause we were just at Camp Bagram to go to our to leave from there to go to another place, and then it's we only been in Afghanistan for maybe 2 hours, and all we doing is we just trying to get all our bags up to the room. We was talking about what we was gonna eat, and so everybody started helping us move our beds to our room, and all we hear is incoming, idea. So everybody that I was with, they run into the barracks and they got the doors open because they're curious. But I was still standing outside of the little road thing, and I'm just looking in the air, and then it's a rocket just, and it looked like fireworks. And I was just ecstatic. I was excited. I didn't know what was going on. I was just looking. Well, no, I knew what was going on, but I was just, I wasn't going on. I wasn't knowing what was going on with me. I was just so happy to I don't know, be there, and I guess see the shit. And and then another rocket flies over and smacks down on the side of the barracks, and it was like they were like little weak shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they was nothing too crazy, but but they did a little something. But seeing all that was funny because as soon as it was over with, I was just smiling, I was laughing, I was happy to see the shit, and I turned around and I see my sergeant, and bro is like, bro, I don't know what to do, man. Like, what do we do? Because he was so nervous and in shock that all he could think about was the video. In my opinion, I think that he was thinking about that video. Because you get there and they tell you, "Hey, put on all your shit, go run away." But you just heard IDF. You hearing rockets exploding. Um, I look at him and I go, dude, if we was dead, bro, we be dead. We wouldn't know. It don't matter. Like you don't gotta go nowhere. You don't gotta do nothing, bro. Like it's okay if we die, we die. Like we won't most likely we won't know. I would have probably known because I saw the shit. But then again, I mean, like as soon as it's a whole new world for me. It's another reality. I'm popping out of another vagina, recycling to the next cycle. So I mean, we don't know. Uh, but what? Yeah, I don't want to be that. No, I'd rather come back out. I want to come back out mixed. I want to be I want to. I still want to be black. I want to be a confusion. I want to come out multiple races and speak in a language that motherfuckers won't understand. Stop playing with me. Hold on, I've been tweaking out because saw a spider the other day, and I just how you think of a spider on me? I'll be having to weigh down. Real cut into the story because I was still talking, but real cut. I really think spiders, and this is just a thought of mine. I really think spiders got like psychic powers or whatever. Boy, what the fuck is that? That's what I'm saying. I'm tweaking out, bro. These insects be making me fucking just uncomfortable. But back to the story. Y'all ever seen a camel spider? Or they got them hoes overseas like motherfucker. But anyway, so I just basically told him like, bro, if we die, we die. It is what it is. And the rest of the night gets better. You know what I'm saying? We go eat. We are happy. We excited. The next day, we in the USO, and when we get in there, we got the best seats in the house. They comfortable. They chill. They in the back. So we not in the middle of nobody. We not gonna get picked out or none of that. We can just sit, play bingo, and enjoy ourselves. And I told them, I was like, yo, if something happens, don't stand up and lay down on the ground. Just stay in your seat, bro. Because if we die, we are just gonna die. And these motherfuckers look kind of, excuse my profanity. They look kind of. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Smiling, but I'm I'm sitting here and I'm telling them like, yo, don't get up. They just look real nervous, and they just it's like because I guess the day before was really still sticking on 'em. I was not thinking about it. I was not thinking about none of that at all. They we getting ready to play bingo, and everybody's still coming in. It's packed. all the seats basically taken up now, and all we hear is IDF, IDF. I'm like, yo, again. I told them. I look over at them. I told them, don't get up. And all these people, everybody in the USO, they just get up. They lay on the ground. And I'm like, yo, if a rocket hits this building, it's over with. Like, some of us gonna get up, maybe walk out, but it's pretty much over with. Like, it's done diggity, done diggity. It's skibidi bibidi bibidi. But it was it was funny to me because I just saw all these grown men and women laying down, screaming, crying, scared, and we all in uniform, we all in green and camouflage, and we all looking like soldiers. And I'm just sitting there and like, dude, if we die, we are going to just die. Like, bro, that is it. Like, that's it. The rocket, the rocket as well missed again, and it dropped down outside of like a barricade, like not net city or so, but about 20, 25, maybe about 20, 20, 20, 20 yards. About so. Is that close? No, I don't think that's that. Because I don't want it to seem like the shit was close. It's just the motherfucker was. It was close enough for 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 damage and for the building to shake real hard. But the motherfucker was close. And they tell everybody to go outside. And so I tell the group of them, I'm like, yo, we're gonna stay right next to the door. Cause regardless, they just moved all of us outside to the bunker. And I feel safer in this building than being easy open outside targets. Cause first we had Bagram, and then like we on the ground and shit, and enemy up in the mountains. Like, we can easily get sniped out outside. I never even really cared about none of that. Call always outside smoking blacks. So, I don't kind of risking my own self, to be honest. But we walk back in the USO. We get our normal seats we came in with, and them boys calm down for the rest of the deploy. No, it's just so funny to me because I mean that's all I ever wanted growing up, just going in the military, fighting, and I basically kind of got everything I wanted out of like manifestation, and coming back home, I started to sit there a lot and think about how much I was laughing at this shit and how much I thought everything that I'd done overseas was just funny. And and I started thinking a lot more about it. And when I every time I kept saying like how just escaping like those rockets being so close to hit us, I would just sit there and be like, damn, that could have been me for real, because I was literally out there blowing motherfuckers up with rockets. But it was um it was just funny. It was funny to sit there and deal with all of that. And coming home, one thing I hated about the VA is you're talking to some civilian that don't know shit about being a soldier, don't know shit about PTSD, trauma of being in the military. Maybe because these folks think that they talk to 100 veterans, they might know something. They don't. Maybe because they think they got family members or something's in the military that they might know something. You really don't. Shit, barely these behavior and health motherfuckers really know how to, excuse my language. I'm trying not to cuss like that. But maybe these behavior and health people don't even really even know what they be talking about because they really don't. Because how how can you tell me what I've been through and you never saw the shit and you weren't there? You didn't deal with it. How can you how can you tell me how can you tell me that I can't have trauma over being targeted as well, or like racism or this and that, like, and the only reason I knew this therapist was just he just looking at me like my PTSD wasn't service related because I was just she just kept saying it seemed like you're just so calm and you don't care about it. I was like, ma'am, I just told you I laughed at the face of death. I just told you that I almost got blown up by rockets. I just told you that I laughed at the fact that if we die, we die. Like, in reality, I mean, that shit sounds a little wicked the more I think about it, like, because I had to condition myself to just not care about the shit because I just wanted to fight, and I just it wasn't like I was sitting there thinking like, "Ah, man, I might not die." Like, no, I was in crazy places. It's just the way they talk to you is kind of condescending. Like you said at the beginning of the video, they're asking you these questions in a certain way, and on top of that, you telling somebody they're calm, and you know you're triggering them with the questions that you're asking. Because for the most part, I didn't even want to even talk to this lady. I do not like to bring up race a lot, but it's also how are you going to tell me about my male black problems, and you're not a black male, like you, and it's not about that. But it's just like, bro, get certain people to talk to certain people. These motherfuckers. If you want me to really be honest, these VA people, all they want to do is just make their money and that's it. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about soldiers. They don't care about helping us. These other companies that are partnered with or be doing their own thing, trying to be their own little VA or whatever, and this and that, they capping. They lying about how they gonna give you your funds, but then they not gonna give you your funds, or or they're or they're supposed to give you your funds before the VA give you your funds, and then they got the VA give you your funds, and they call you talking about, well, we know you got the money, so where the money at? You supposed to give me the money first. You supposed to make sure the money's straight with me. You supposed to make sure that you supposed to. Oh man, I don't want to talk shit about this other company because the video is not about the other company. It's about the VA. But and none of this stuff is about the funds. It's about the fact that how can you tell me what I've been through and you have not been there? How can you tell me what I've been through and you're asking me condescending questions? You're not even asking the right questions. You're not getting me to even really speak about the shit. You're really just shutting me down so you can just put in your little notebook, man, this motherfucker may have seen some shit, but he alright. Like, come on now. I It really upsets me, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Let's just continue the video.
Yes. Obviously, you've seen trauma. You've obviously been in war and combat. How do they define PTSD?
It's a questionnaire. So they, just like many things in the military or in the system, it's based off a questionnaire and guidelines. So if you get too many answers on the questionnaire wrong, then you'll be labeled as somebody who has PTSD.
Like what kind of questions?
But it's very subjective. It's, have you been to combat? Yes. Okay, now we're getting deeper down the funnel or the rabbit hole. Have you killed anybody in combat? Yes. Have you had nightmares? So here's a subjective one. Andy Stump talked about this as well on his podcast. But if you say, have you had nightmares? I have dreams. And when I have dreams, I'm with the boys going to do what we did. We're going on helicopters, going and killing bad guys. Combat for me in those dreams isn't a terrifying thing. It's like where I wanted to be. It was fun. It wasn't difficult. It was easier than civilian life. I don't have to worry about bills and drama with relationships. All these things, it's very simplified. Okay, well, that's subjective because you're saying you have dreams about combat. That's nightmares because there's not a part on the answer that could say, hey, he's having dreams, but they're not night terror dreams about combat and dying. So he could be labeled somebody who has PTSD because of that. Like I have buddies who answer the questionnaire who don't have PTSD. I don't think I have PTSD. Do I have transitional issues? Certainly. I serve.
Yeah, I
The
definitely
analogy
have
is like a
transitional
dog.
issues.
If a dog in the military serves for 20 years, and then you take that dog who's used to biting people's asses, sniffing out bombs, getting blown up in combat, training as a protocol, and then you transition them to the living room and it's your house pet, that shit's not going to work. There's going to be a transitional period. Give me a buffer. Give me some time to kind
Hold
of
on. I got
unscrew
pause
my
this
systems,
motherfucker
get
real
back to a
quick,
normal
y'all.
protocol
I will be back in a second. Let's get back to that video.
that's civilian life, and then question me. But they're questioning these guys right after they get out, and of course they're going to be fucked up. Of course they're going to be all screwed up. And legitimately, some guys have PTSD. They've been blown up in the one moment, but most of the guys that I know, Jack Hart, Tim Kennedy, all these guys that I serve with at pretty high levels, we don't have PTSD. We we profoundly enjoyed our experience. There's nothing traumatic. I'm not shivering underneath my blanket, worried, a concern about war. I'm actually more having nightmares about missing out on those kind of efforts with guys that I serve with, who are certainly still serving.
That's such an interesting perspective for people who haven't served. The idea that you feel like you're missing out on it, and I appreciate your honesty, saying that it was fun, or saying that it's easier than civilian life.
Yeah, it's the first thing. Like I transitioned out of the military in a contractor with the Central Intelligence Agency, and it was a smack in the face because call it a brotherhood, call it tribe, call it whatever you want. I had a great run with amazing human beings. What I noticed when I went from the military.
Yeah. Thank you for your service, my boy. One thing I really do want to say is I honestly I be I be having dreams. I be coming to realization and shit. I be thinking death is chasing me, following me. I be having crazy stuff happening all the time now on after the military stuff. I be thinking I'm being followed. I've I'm just honestly last year, and I got out the army last year in January 8th, and last year was one of the worst years ever for me because I just really missed being not in the army, just overseas. I just liked it there. I loved it there. I was at peace, and before joining, I've always said that if I go to the army, I deploy and stuff. If I ever just end up just dying, I just won't have to care about anything. Like they give up. That's real life to your folks. You know what I mean? And folks might have to fight for that motherfucker though. But I was just I was just thinking, man, like I'm doing exactly what I want to do, and I know what happens when it comes to that. So it just is what it is. But it was all I ever really wanted. I mean, it's a little deeper than that. I don't wanna get too deep in that, but not right now. But it's nothing is hard about it. But but about being in the military, in my opinion, I enjoyed all of it. But what I will say is it kind of hit me. Ooh, went a little dark in here. Hold on. I'm wondering why I went in dark mode in here. Now I know. But no, I do need to end this video though. But all I want to say is I enjoyed being in the military. I enjoyed my time overseas. But I did not damn, that video really got me thinking. But I've been thinking about stuff for a while. You know, I've been thinking about everything for a while. But last year was a difficult year for me. Just getting out, trying to get a job, trying to do everything I want to do for myself, trying to just pursue what I want to do. I've dealt with a lot of craziness last year as well. Just a lot going on, but all of that I've been trying to put in the past, but I do come to just realizing or just thinking about what I had going on overseas and whatnot. And not just that, it's just the whole army stuff in general. I dealt with some buffoonery. I wish I not even wish I didn't have. Just a lot of things happen where it didn't even have to happen. And yeah, kind of lost words. That has been my reaction to this. I don't really think I said much. That really kind of threw me for a spin. But I'm not saying I'll do a part two on this, but I will most likely do another video like this. How the bros come in and let them talk about some things that they went through or some things we had going on, and give a little reaction or just have a little session and talk about some stuff. But yeah, kind of got a lot on my mind right now, so I'm in this. I'm gonna edit this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm put this out. And I'm gonna just smack my chin up real clean. I'm gonna put this out. And next video, I'm not gonna have a haircut, but the one after that, I might. So who knows? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right, Cloud. Look, listen. The other day, because the other day I was in the garage. I was in the garage, and I had my filter on Snapchat, and it was like a little glass thing, and I'm not looking at me. I'm looking this way. I mean, I got the camera facing forward or whatever. You know, I'm showing something, and the glasses just pop up on the screen. And I'm just like, yo, I gotta go see here. So
What?
that little, so when this little what you call it popped up right here, no, y'all ain't even see what I saw. I just feel, I don't know what's going on, but I just need to calm my head down because I'm dealing with something. But don't worry too. The video ain't gonna be so long or whatever. Even though it is looking a little long right now, that's on me because I had to get up and walk out real quick, and then I was I'm in a lot and stuff, but all that gonna get edited anyway. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Share the video. Do whatever you gotta do. Repost it. Something. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing a whole bunch of more videos, bringing in people soon to do videos to reactions going on constantly, and just continue the journey with me. And and OGT out of here. Okay. 'Cause I gotta think about something. I don't know why I'm acting like this right now. I know what's going on. But kind of blew my mind right now. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.
That's alright, I take flight, I'm a deep in the night, my niggas gon' fight, they gon' fight. Well, that's alright.